Hello, everyone. My name is Habiba. I am an enrolled agent and CEO of Purity Tax and Financial Service. I specialize in helping self-employed independent contractors and small business owners maximize their taxes. All right, so today's topic is going to be tax deductions for Uber, Lyft, delivery, and DoorDash drivers. Before I actually hop into the topic, I'm going to cover some deadlines that are upcoming. So, January 17th, the last quarterly payment is due. So, if you haven't made your payment, you have until Tuesday, January 17th. So, make sure you get those payments done. Um, the second upcoming January deadline will be January 23rd. As of yesterday, January 12th, the IRS released the e-filing start date, so they will start processing electronic returns starting January 23rd. And then lastly, if you are a small business owner and you have 1099 contractors or employees, those W-2s and 1099s are due by January 31st. Now that we are aware of the upcoming dates, let's get started with the topic. So, if you did Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash in 2022, then you are considered an independent contractor. So, you might be wondering, how does this affect my taxes? Well, I'll break it down. Typically, if you are an employee, your employer withholds taxes from your paycheck to apply it towards your FICA taxes. And FICA stands for Federal Income Insurance Contribution Act. And these taxes apply towards your Medicare and Social Security payments. Additionally, you are also responsible for federal and state taxes. And the rates all depend on your income and then also the state that you live in. Now you're probably thinking, what tax forms do I need to file? So typically you will be issued a 1099 NEC, which stands for non-employee compensation, or 1099 MISC, which stands for miscellaneous, showing how much your total earnings were for the year. From the total earnings, you can deduct business related expenses. So today I'm going to give you 5 major business deductions that you can write off as a delivery service provider. The first is your vehicle, which is likely your biggest expense as a delivery service provider. And the IRS gives you 2 different methods in deducting this expense. You can either use the standard mileage rate, which is 58.5% in 2022, or you can use the actual expense method. The actual expense method allows you to deduct the actual expenses you utilize, such as the gas, insurance, repairs, maintenance, or even if you finance it, you could deduct the loan interest of the vehicle and you have the option to depreciate. The second expense is parking and toll expenses. So if you received a ticket or parking fees or highway tolls while you're working, you can deduct those as an independent contractor. The third is your cell phone expenses. So if you had to buy chargers, mounting pieces for your delivery services, or even your phone bill up to the percentage of use for business purposes, you can write out those. The fourth is health insurance. So if you're self-employed, you can write out the amount that you pay for health insurance coverage. But please keep in mind that the amount that if you are listed on somebody else's policy, those payments are not deductible, so you cannot write it. The fifth deduction that you can write off is supplies. So any supplies that you purchase to improve or enhance the customer's experience, you can write off those amounts. Just a disclaimer, please have a record keeping system to clearly distinguish your personal and business expenses. What I recommend is obtaining an EIN and the documents necessary to open up a business account and utilizing that account for only the independent contract work that you do. So then that way you have a system of verifying and keeping it separate from your personal to maintain those records. Thank you for tuning in, and click the link below to get help in filing your self-employment taxes. Until next time, make moves that will make you move forward.